Welcome to 100 News per Second. Today, let's talk about China. ¿Dónde estabas?
No sé,
¿Dónde estabas?
no sé. Ok, fui al gimnasio.
Girls,
O sea, ahí te ibas a comer.
we're live.
So, as we know, Trump arrived in
China?
China with an official visit that will last 3 days. For what?
To discuss with
Xi
Xi Jinping multiple issues, strengthen contacts in the military and information security areas.
Let's have a quick view with Mario.
Our correspondent in China.
China.
Mario.
大家欢迎回头一天。特朗普访问了，我们讨几个问题，但是我们可以看到的是，他透露朝鲜核威兵寻求结尾爆发是一个优先事情。我们看到他是在韩国国会前用我的错中说了一些非常强硬的话，之后来到中国的。他会是家里，我们知道中国会做政策的星期，因为中国出现委会的话，是叫做最终的核化目标。
With the threat of a new war in Korea, this week's visit could have been the most important in decades.
If a war bursts, China will literally be on the front line, exposed to a nuclear rain.
Experts even argue that China and the United States should cooperate in joint military operations against Korea.
Others argue that Washington's policy is leading to disaster, and that it is time for Beijing to publicly break with the United States.
Peking's official position avoids any of these dramatic alternatives.
Xi Jinping is pressing to restart diplomacy through a policy of freezing by freezing. The idea is for North Korea to freeze the development of its nuclear weapons, in exchange for the United States to freeze the military exercises that alarm Pyongyang.
But neither North Korea nor the United States seem to be willing to take the necessary steps for the policy to really work.
A senior official argues that by accepting the United States' demands for tougher sanctions against North Korea, China has lost its influence in Pyongyang.
Therefore, according to him, the Asiatic nation must now attempt to reconstruct the relationships with the Kim Jong-un's regime. But nuclear North Korea is a deep threat.
And he could convince both South Korea and Japan to acquire their own nuclear weapons.
The Chinese estimate that North Korea has now between 40 and 60 nuclear weapons.
Maybe Peking should cooperate with the United States in a joint military action, overthrow Kim's regime and take control of its nuclear weapons. That will allow China to take active actions to defend their own security.
Any joint military operation would be full of risks. There exists the fear that North Korea could throw a devastating retaliation.
An expert Chinese speculates that an attack to Kim's regime could start using an electromagnetic pulse weapon, designed to deactivate any electronic communication in North Korea, so that it will be impossible to coordinate defenses or throw nuclear weapons.
However, even though it is known that both United States and China have developed EPM weapons, they have never been used.
If Trump's administration starts an attack, the only Chinese military response should be moving 50 kilometers inside North Korea, protecting their frontier and avoid uncontrollable flows of refugees.
But there will also be cost if China attempts to observe the conflict from the outside. The humanitarian consequences would be terrible.
If the country avoids completely the conflict, it will run the risk of looking like an impotent bystander. Mario, with what can we conclude?
中国并入了最近对联合国安理会 UNSC 实施的针对北韩的制裁，并承诺执行这些制裁措施。 当花牵动要求北京人民平然的经济实际行动，但不仅在中国，在美国，在世界上。
South Korea and China's leaders understand the need of controlling the security situation in the Korean Peninsula in an unstable way, and they agreed to solve the situation vinculated with Pyongyang in a specific form after Saturday's situation, said South Korea's presidential office.
Hopefully, Mexico doesn't have nuclear weapons or any other kind of mass destruction equipment. It also currently doesn't have any bellic conflict or need to ally with other countries in order to avoid them.
But we need to consider that this isn't just a problem of North Korea, United States, and China. It is a worldwide problem. So Mexico in the future could also be involved in this conflict. Just like China is being influenced by the United States, sometimes Mexico's decisions are also shaped by this country.
And we can also mention that Mexico's government is somehow similar to North Korea, in a way that the most people is accomplished and there is not a change.